All right. Welcome to the sideboard. My name's Eric, and this is another episode of Dev's Deck. And tonight, Dev has brought us Blue Red Artificers, a deck that we were talking about on stream that we hadn't really got a chance to play. Well, tonight, Dev has actually merged the module deck with the Blue Red Artificers deck, and it should turn out to be a pretty good deck. I mean, I really liked what I seen when I seen the construction of it. So if you like the deck, give the show a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And let's take a look at the deck here. I do have it pulled up on Manatraders, and it looks like the deck is only going to be $26 and 44 tickets online if you were to purchase the entire deck. And if you are renting that deck, it's only going to run you 26 mana hours per hour you have it. So not really a bad deck as far as that goes. Also, a new thing that I'm doing, I am putting a quick rent link in the description box for you guys. If for those of you that rent, no, that does not help the channel at all or anything, but for those of you that rent, you can just click it and you can just go straight to it, rent your deck from there, and kind of go. But anyway, let's take a look at the deck here. It's really straightforward. We've got a lot of artificers, and I think there's one thing I need to mention at the beginning here. I did go ahead and use Deb's advice to upgrade the land base. We are going to be running the Spire Bluff Canals, and we just happen to have a third Spire of Industry land around. So I went ahead and put that in, and we put in a singleton copy of Ramunap Red. No other change has been made to the deck. Other than that, we've got the Inventor's Goggles, which auto-attach to an Artificer when the Artificer enters the battlefield. Now, unlike the Pirate's Cutlass, you actually need this on the battlefield first. Pirate's Cutlass, you want the Pirate on the battlefield first, then the Inventor's Goggles. So this is a really good turn 1 play for us. Jamie, Dragon, Justin, Zedicus, Caesar, Catcaller, and welcome to the stream, everyone. Thanks for showing up. Let's see. Jamie, you say you have this built? Alright, let's see here. Jamie's got it built and he's already played it. How Internet, welcome to the stream. Now, we were just talking about favorable wins, and I was really happy to see a couple copies of favorable wins in Deb's deck here. And one of the things I thought when I played the deck was I just kept wanting Aether Sphere Harvester, so he threw that in there as well. So I really like everything he's really put together here, and it should turn out to be pretty well for us. Now, the decoction modules, this will be actually one of the first time I've played decoction module and the Inventor's Goggles in the same deck, and I kind of like it, as you know, it gives us a turn 1, a turn 2, and then turn 3 we can Maverick Thopters. So we can actually curve out into Maverick Thopters with a lot of energy hitting the battlefield, a fairly well protected Maverick Thopterist, and then, you know, Whirler Virtuoso after that for a few free bodies. So remember that infinite combo you was telling, using the White Dwarf? That doesn't work anymore. Oh, needed Tamio. Okay. Ham Gravy, thank you very much. I do enjoy running these decks. It's probably one of my most favorite parts of streaming is getting to play all of these budget decks. And granted, not always are we just crushing with these decks, but I enjoy it anyway. In the sideboard, we've got some Scavenger Grounds. Really handy card. However, I don't know if we necessarily need it when we have 3 copies of Crook. 3 copies of Crook's pretty good, but, you know, Scavenging Grounds, that's really good as well. A couple copies of Magma Spray, a few copies of Abrade, a few of Negate, a 4th Metallic Rebuke. I didn't talk about that in the main board, but when you have Improvise and you have all these really cheap artifacts, man, I really like Metallic Rebuke. I was always a fan of Mana Leak. I like the pirate version of this. I like the artifact version of it. Should be really nice. And then Vizier of Many Faces. The only thing I've got to say about Vizier of Many Faces is Yuya Watanabe. If you think Vizier is good, you should watch Yuya Watanabe play. Like, he plays 2 or 3 copies of this in his teamer, and he destroys people with it. And then we have a... Oh, wait, we are no longer on the screen. You guys can't see that. Hold on just a moment. All right. Sky Sovereign Console Flagship. Now, normally this would be a little bit hard for a Thopter deck or something like that, but we have the extra equipment and things, so we will be able to, crew this up fairly well. And then when you've created a lot of Thopters, you have a good board state. If you're in a mirror against, anything, not necessarily a mirror, but anything else that can create a board state, River's Rebuke, definitely going to be a card. And, it's kind of the thing. If you're in blue, you got to have a copy of River's Rebuke around. Or at least that's the streaming meme anyway. But that is the deck. Let's jump right into some games and see how it goes. So we'll pick some cues. And if all goes well, we'll be able to win at least 2 of our 3 games here and play for free. Fifth Moon, thanks for stopping in. Let's see. There should be a budget league. Yeah, there should. I think budget leagues are just tournament play, like just tournament practice though. Let's see. Okay, well, we won the dice roll. We do not have any artifacts. We got a little bit of... There's a lot of lands. Unfortunately, I actually don't think that I want to keep a 5-land hand. We're going to mulligan this away. Well, at least we do have, a turn 1 Goggles. We can turn 2 Metallic Rebuke. That's pretty decent. So we're going to keep this. I don't think we need another land right now, especially since we have color. I did fix the lands, and I'm in the process of getting enough of the, is it unglued or unhinged lands, so that we'll always have pretty lands. I mean, if we're renting cards, one of the few things that we should be able to do is have, pretty lands. So I'm just going to play this Inventor's Goggles and pass the turn here. And we'll see what the opponent has. So I like Supreme Will. Like, I've got nothing against Supreme Will, but personally, I think in a deck that can have, Inventor's Goggles, which is an artifact that will never tap, that has no reason to tap, and cards like that, especially when you can turn 1 and then you have Metallic Rebuke available on turn 2. Like, Reckless Fireweaver is probably going to cause us some damage right here if we don't get rid of it. And we don't have another way to get rid of it. So I'm actually going to counter that. If this is another Artificer deck, he might be able to play a lot of artifacts. So we'll just counter this now and go ahead and get out our Whirler. He can't kill Whirler with a 1-mana card, so Whirler's pretty safe right here. If I can cast the right... There we go. And this will automatically attach, making Whirler instantly jump above any normal burn spell. And then we're just going to pass the turn. Now, next turn we'll be able to reverse engineer, draw some more gas, and kind of go from there. Unhinged lands. Look, yeah, unhinged lands are great. I like unhinged. I actually like all the unhinged and unglued. Okay, so he's got an additional... I'm kind of glad we did stop one of them now. Favorable wins. So I'm actually not creating a Thopter right now. And we're just going to run out this and see if he tries to counter it. He did not. Okay. I would have much rather have gotten into, let's say... Oh man, this favorable wins is going to be really, really good. I am going to attack here. I don't see him blocking. Maybe he will block and harness lightning. That would be bad. You know, I really like Fireweaver, and I think in games where you create a board state, Fireweaver is really good. I like Aether Chaser as well. First Strike is really good. I found Aether Chaser to be a little bit better than Aether Swooper uh, in the fabrication module version because you know, you could just pump it up, make some extra bodies. I am going to make a Thopter here. And this turn we'll get to, we should be able to do some really good stuff. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and favorable winds. So let's go ahead and favorable winds first. And then we will Maverick Thopterist. And I do not think we'll be equipping the Maverick Thopterist. So we're going to say no to the equip. And we will make some tutus. I would swing, but I don't know. Could he could put up enough. He would have been able to pump the Thopter. He would have been able to kill the, although 3 for 1. There's the Panharmonicon. Cat Collar, you seeing this? Here's your deck. Let's go with the Aether Hub for the additional point of energy. We will play out the Aether Swooper. And I think we're still going to say no to this. And I am going to be swinging in here. Is there an argument for not swinging with Maverick Thopterist? I would trade Maverick Thopterist for his Pia. I actually think we swing with everything here. If he puts everything in front of the Whirler Virtuoso and pays his last 2 energy to pump it, I'm okay with that. Lightning Strike. Okay. I guess we'll make another Thopter here after blocks. And he'll take the rest of the damage. Now, we will go ahead and equip to our flyer. And then we'll just pass the turn. The chat moderator blocks a lot of things. But I don't think that's an offensive comment at all. So, and there's his Thopterist. He gets a bunch of Thopters, and we take a bunch of damage. Wow. Why? Yay, yay, yay. All right, and now even more damage. That's pretty good. What else does he have for us here? He's spending 2 more energy. Another Maverick Thopters. Okay, reverse engineer. Well, we'll see if he swings in. Harness Lightning. Okay, so we're definitely going to be harnessing that Fireweaver. Not even going to play around with that. And then I guess we can just play this land, and then we're going to swing. And I can't pay enough energy here to make a dude. I don't think we're in a major problem here swinging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless he has another Fire Weaver, I don't think he can finish us off here. Okay. And then he's going to be on the back foot enough that he's going to have to sit back and block unless he can play some more things. He did draw 3 cards last turn. River's Rebuke wins. Infinite, yeah, right, like, so you guys were talking about Reckless Fire Weaver. Here it is. Although, favorable wins. Really, really good. I personally like the Fabrication module. And here's the Decoction module. This is really good, so we can actually return this and replay it. So we attack with everything. If he tries to, I don't know, kill this, we bounce it. We can do that, right? Okay, so he's just going to Harness Lightning a Thopter. He has to block this. And we will return it to our hand. So he's going to get no energy out of that because we returned it. The unhidden feature or the unseen feature on Decoction module. And now he has to block. With Panharmonicon, I believe you might be right that the Fireweaver might be the better way to go. And let's go ahead and equip. And then we just pass the turn to our opponent and see what he's got. I mean, he's got to be able to stop what we have on board. I mean, he has the cards in deck to do it, but looks like we just didn't see him there. Okay, so a Braid is definitely going to be one of the cards we want. I don't think Magma Spray is good. I do like Vizier of Many Faces, as if we don't have a Whirler, but we have everything else set up, we might be able to just copy his Whirler. And then Favorable Winds is definitely the trump card here. Aether Swooper may be one of our weaker cards in this matchup. Although it may also be Aether Sphere Harvester's a little bit weak. I think I'll actually remove 2 Aether Spheres and an Aether Swooper. Yeah, I think we're gonna remove all 3 of the Aether Spheres and an Aether Swooper. River's Rebuke looks like it's going to be phenomenal here. Maybe we cut down 1 counter. On the draw, I don't know how... Metallic Rebuke's probably still really good. We're going to pull 1 out on the draw. Okay, so we have Inventor's Goggles and Favorable Winds again. Into Maverick Thopterist on possibly 3, maybe 4. Probably going to be on 4. Means 3, we get to kill something. I'll keep this. I mean, the spires are turned on because of the Inventor's Goggles. Assuming he doesn't abrade on like turn 2. So we will just mountain goggles go. Alright, well now we'll Spire. We don't have a turn 3. I think I'll just pass. If we would have had a better turn 3, I would have played it, but I don't want one of our 2 favorable wins to get countered. I'd much rather him play one of like anything and then I kill that. We even get a little extra energy off of this. And unfortunately, we will not be able to keep up Metallic Rebuke if we play the favorable winds. Although we don't necessarily have to yet. I think we're just going to keep up the rebuke. And he swings in for 1. He's got no energy for red mana. So we'll go ahead and I'm just going to play out the favorable winds now. He got his red land. So do we see a Maverick Thopterist here? I also think Cannonade would be good in the sideboard. That would have been a good one to leave up counter for. And Harness Lightning. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If we play the mountain, we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll still leave up the Metallic Rebuke here. Yes, we will equip, and we will make some Thopters. And then we'll just pass back to our opponent. Unfortunately, if he does have a Maverick Thopterist here, that's going to be a lot of bodies. But we've got the Metallic Rebuke up, so we will be able to counter it. Although we can't block the one in the air. What is this? Well, we'll go blue and 2. Blue and 2 counter. That might have been a really good counter for us. Oh, nice. I will just play out the Inventor's Goggles. We have enough mana to play Harness Lightning and anything else, and I don't think I'm going to be sacking the Ramunap Ruins here. So I'm going to equip the goggles, and we're going to just start crashing in. So we get away with 5 damage here. That's not bad for us. And we can kill any one creature that he plays. However, any one creature he plays is going to give him some bodies. Do you think Whirl of Invention has a place in the deck? Maybe the instant in the first... So if you're playing for the combo version, and then 100% I believe Whirl of Invention has a place in the deck. So we're gonna put him on it right now. He has no energy as of right now, so we'll kill the whirler, and then he can have ridiculous amounts of energy. Now, if he has another whirler, there's not going to be a lot we can do about it. And we will just keep attacking. 7 more damage here. He's not exact. Yeah, he is on a 1-turn clock. I'm going to go ahead and play the land. Maybe there's an argument to holding it to kind of, you know, scare him off of playing something, but if he doesn't play... Oh, he drew another Inventor's Fair. I definitely think we're going to go ahead and sack the ruins. We'll do 2 damage to him here. And we'll see if he has an answer. Maybe a magma spray or something for one of them. He has to okay, so he was able to remove one of them. However, I've still got him taking 5 damage here. Maybe he also has magma spray? Nope, that will be game. You have a Locust God in the sideboard? Well, if it was more on favorable winds, I definitely think Locust God is the way to go. I like Locust God decks, especially if you have like a pull from tomorrow or something like that in there. We won the dice roll again. Okay, hey, we get to see decoction module. We have 1 creature. I think I'll keep this. I am going to try to get down the decoction module first, I guess. We'll play decoction module on 2, Aether Swooper on 3. 4, play decoction module. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the opponent plays. We'll just drop a red and just go from there. Thanks, Ham. Yeah, it looks to be a pretty good hand. We'll see. Okay, so we got a white deck here. In that case, I definitely want to make as many bodies as possible. So what is going to give us the most bodies? Well, now this makes me think that I just want to swing with Aether Sphere Harvester on 4. So that makes me think I need to make a body on 3. Can't do that either. Wow, this hand doesn't line up really well. I think we're going to just run out the Aether Swooper. Because if nothing else, I want to at least be chipping in for damage pretty early. What combo are you trying to make instant speed? The infinite mana combo? Or the infinite Thopters combo? Oh wow. Okay, so if we Aether Sphere this turn, we can Decoction Module next turn if we draw a land. Do we play around Censor and just play the Decoction Module? I think so. And I'm going to attack, but I'm not going to make a body. Not until I have that other decoction module on the battlefield. And we're just going to pass the turn here. I've actually played a lot with the Infinite Thopter combo here lately. I really do like the combo. Okay, so yeah, we will just go ahead and play another one. And this time we're definitely going to be... Oh, I clicked straight through it. No, punt. I clicked through attack. Is it going to binding a module? Or... Okay. Well, at least we have one. So I can cast that to draw land if I swing this turn. And yes, we will make a dude. It's not as good as the last one would have been, but we'll take it. Oh no, I can't do that anyway. I guess we're playing the Thopters. He's tapped out. We don't have double blue to play the reverse engineer. I really wanted to try to hit another land. I wonder if this is the deck that is just full of eternalized creatures. Would like to find a favorable wins here, though. Yikes. Does this get our other decoction module? He is extremely afraid of the decoction module. Well, we get to gain some life here. Pianalar. Well, I actually think we just kill this and start swinging in. And we'll pay 4. We'll kill that. And when we swing, we will not swing with everything. I'm always going to yield to that. And we are going to pay for it. Now, this is only 3 damage, but it is a start. And we're on a good go wide strategy. However, this looks like it's some fumigate stuff. Another angel. Alright, so he really, really wants that decoction module gone. And we'll draw an... Oh, perfect. I guess we just keep doing it. Yes, we will pay for it. Unfortunately, now we can't make a body, but we keep getting in for 3. Really wish we could draw some lands. Well, I don't do the deck text. Dev does the deck text for these, and I just play the games. And, you know, I try to play them as well as I possibly can, but that's not always the case. Hey, we get to get another blue source. Oh my, he doesn't know how much he helped us. Maybe. He'll probably just counter whatever we're going to do with it. I know why we're doing so well though. It's because we have matching lands. I haven't been doing that lately, and it's one of those things, you know. Wow, just 2 lands in the graveyard. So he's got 3 good cards over there probably. Adorn Pouncer. Well, Ooh, that's pretty good. We did hit our land for this turn. That means we can Aether Swooper and we can reverse engineer. So we're gonna do that. I am going to cancel that. We will tap after combat so that we can use the new one. So 1, 2, 3. Really can't get in with much else. I think we just go for the 3 here. We will make a body. And then from here we'll be able to... Tyler, welcome to the stream. We'll keep hitting in for 3, and then we're just going to draw 3 cards. I think that's the best thing we can do. If we can continue to hit land drops, we can probably create a board state he can't deal with. So let's go with, we'll tap down decoction module and this new guy here. We still need one more, huh? Okay. That's pretty decent. This will allow us to play Whirler and leave up Metallic Rebuke. Oh, wow, okay, so what is he going to play? What does he want to get rid of? Maverick Thopters? Yeah, that's what I figured. He's assuming that there's a really good chance I've got Thopters in my hands. Well, we've gotten lucky and not drawn a decoction module or a Thopters yet, and I probably just jinxed that, but oh yeah. Oh yeah. How do we do this? So this is the only land we've got, and we are not going to be drawing more cards. We can Metallic Rebuke and kill that, or we can Whirler Virtuoso and Metallic Rebuke. He's got 0 cards in hands. I'm going for the Whirler. We'll leave up Metallic Rebuke, so if he does pull something off the top that's, you know, really good, we can counter it. Maybe. It depends on how much mana it costs. And we'll attack. I could have killed the Adorned Pouncer, but I don't want to give him a 4/4 double striker. So spending 2. No, I'd rather spend 3 on a flying one. So if I would have spent 2 there, it would have put me below 6, and I would rather be able to make 2 flyers than anything else. So we cannot counter a Fumigate though. He doesn't have anything in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm hoping he doesn't have it main board. So we are just going to swing in with the flyers again. If I swing with these 3, he puts up blockers. 4, he puts up blockers. And I didn't realize last time that the decoction module was going to bring me back to 6, or I would have made 1 dude last time. The flyers have just been phenomenal. So, because we have a Pia that we can sit on, I'm going to play this Aether Sphere Harvester. And we'll put him at lethal this turn. If he can't answer the board, then it's lethal. Swing 4. Did he top deck? Did he? Yeah, I'll take 4. If he top decked a Fumigate, wouldn't he have like swung with everything? Land. And this should put the nail in the coffin right here. And we'll make some Thopters. We're well more than lethal. He's got 0 cards in hand. And I'm going to leave that last 3. I wouldn't have killed that if he didn't have, if he hadn't have tapped out. Oh, wow. Do we even show that? Yeah, we show it. We'll make him worry about it the entire next game. No and no. And we will just pass the turn here, or pass priority. -15. Wow, hit him for a bazillion. Wow, that was really good. The favorable wins. I think Dev has he had 0 cards in hand. He had 0. We were not worried about settle. He had 0 cards in hand. Dev's right about favorable wins. You want that late. Like that's so good. That's wow. Okay, so we're against the we're definitely doing this. I think we can just we're going to cut back Spire for Scavenging Grounds. Countering his stuff just sends it to the grave. Although countering his Ixalan's bindings seem pretty good. Do we just do that and don't worry about the Ixalan's bindings? And just try to beat him down? I don't know how that seems. Yeah, I know he's going Fumigate, so I guess if he's going Fumigate, Sky Sovereign becomes really good for us. River's Rebuke is good if he Ixalan's bindings enough things. We do Rebuke and get everything back. Magma Spray, finish something off. Magma Spraying Champion of Wits or Adorned Pouncer seems real good. I think we can cut maybe a Pia. Maybe 1 module. I don't know. This game may go long enough that we might want all the modules. If we lose this game, I'll bring in River's Rebuke for game 3. But I think he's got angels that he can bring back, though. We have to worry about those angels. And they're 4 power. I think I like Vizier of Many Faces. and especially if he's going to be like wiping the board and things. Swooper is nice though. Harness Lightning is good. I do think we're going to have to cut back on some of the modules. Maybe a Goggles. I don't know about a Goggles. Let's go. Is it favorable winds that we take out here? Oh well. Well, that's a really good hand. I'm going to keep. I don't think I ended up sideboarding at all. I think I spent way too long. Which I'm not 100% opposed to it after seeing this hand, though. And we'll just pass back to him. He may bring in a lot of removal. He just may do it. I am going to go ahead and play my Swooper here. And we will equip. And then we'll get a couple energy, and then we'll just pass the turn. Harness Lightning. Well, we will attempt a decoction module here. And nothing from our opponent. So I'm actually going to make a body. As we don't have anything else that can use, the energy majorly. Most of his bodies are 3 power or less in the first couple rounds anyway. It may actually be worth it to move the Inventor's Goggles over if we don't have other plays in a moment. Wow, okay, he's doing it already. What's he getting? Okay, so he's just going to head and he's going to take the decoction module and so oh, that's why it wasn't tapping. I was like, why isn't this tapping for improvise? I'm really hoping I don't just run into a fumigate here. Oh, I should not have equipped. Wasted a point of damage there. There was some argument to playing this second main phase so it would be equipped on him. Are we playing around Settle here? Not anymore. Another Ixalan's Binding. He's going to grab our Maverick Thopterist. Okay. Well, I'm going to play the Spire. And we'll equip. And we're just going to keep swinging. I mean, it's 5 a turn. It's not bad damage. Search for Azcanta for the opponent. He is definitely a little bit behind here. And I will pay for the body, as that does put him on a one turn clock. Although he was already on it, considering we didn't have anything else to spend our mana on. So he has to have Settle right here. Angel of Sanctions. That's going to be game. I'm actually going to remove it. I know this is bad. I know it's very bad, but I'm still left with 2 energy once it's done. And now it'll actually never leave because of the way the wording in Magic works, as it's going to, the ending effect's going to, it did not leave. What? 1, 2. It shouldn't have left. It should have just, okay, it just went back under that one. Wow, I thought it was like, what? It better not have left. And a rebuke. Wow, that's pretty good, guys. The Thopter deck. Wow, I mean, jeez. David, welcome to the channel. We're 2-0 right now. So far, even if we lose this next game, we have played for free. So, you know, and that's one of my things. I want to be able to bring you guys decks that you can play for free with, and it's kind of one of the things I look for in a deck. So if you can win 2 out of 3 in the queues, you're playing for free. Man, that was good. So far, I really like the blue-red Flyers deck here. I think that 2 favorable wins definitely is where you want to be with that. Although I also believe in that control matchup right there that we didn't need the favorable wins, and that was probably the proper card to take out. And in the future, that might be the card I would take out. Oh, yay. 1 creature, and I would have been happy. Although we can turn 2 Metallic Rebuke, we can turn 3 Metallic Rebuke. We have plenty of time. We'll have Spire for red mana. It's a really good hand, it's just not fast. And we're against the same opponent. Wow, okay. He wanted some revenge. I hate that it's against the same opponent. I would at least like to maybe showcase a different deck or something like that. Which word did I use? Pwn? Really? Sorry. Way too many years of World of Warcraft. Pwn and noobs. I mean, we're in a really good position. Yeah. Killing it seems bad, but if he, or countering it seems bad, but if he spends next turn just bringing it back, I guess that's okay. Really hate countering spells like that. Oh, that was what we were looking for. I'm going to Aether Sphere Harvester. He may throw out an Ixalan's Binding here. We know he's heavy in Ixalan's Binding. Okay, Anointed Procession. That would have definitely been something I would have wanted to counter. One moment, guys. Let's see if we can fix that chat. Apparently we can't see all of the chat. Let's see what's wrong with chat here. Yeah, you can see all of chat. There we go. What do we play this turn? So if we play Aether Swooper, for 2 and don't swing, Next turn, he brings back 2 Sunscourge champions. That's going to be a problem. Aye, that's going to be a major problem. We can't counter it either. Time to get in the air. This is bad though, because any other play allows me to swing for 3 this turn. I can't counter him bringing back the Sunscourge champion. So we'll go ahead and equip. We'll get our energy. We will crew up off of the whirler virtuoso. Attack in for 3. I am going to gain the life. If we have to push this into a long game, then we will. I know I had to take just a moment a second ago, though. Ixalan's binding, not on my whirler. I'm going to go ahead and make one. Okay, well, I guess he gets whirler virtuoso. He really likes that Ixalan's binding. Okay, so we hit land. Aether Swooper? Equip. Energy. And then we will crew 1. And I'm going to leave the Thopter back. And the main reason I'm leaving the Thopter back is so that I can Metallic Rebuke. So far, we've been beating this deck by just, nice and steady, getting in over top, and just going at it from there. So, hopefully, we'll be able to stop something large here. That looks large enough for me. So we'll go blue and then these 2 to counter it. And he's got 2 cards left in hand. I'm just going to swing. I don't actually want to play my Maverick Thopterist right now, although he can gain 8 life on a whim. Eight life is pretty serious. Honestly, if we were going to play it, we should have played it main phase, our first main phase, and then crewed and swung, but the chances of him having another Thopterist or another Thopterist are pretty, or another Fumigator pretty slim when 2 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. And we're gonna bluff here. I am going to equip the Thopterist, or do I want to leave it in the air? No, we don't want to equip that. Hopefully he doesn't have another Fumigate. Polar Dragon 44. When did we place her? Were you in like one of the earlier games? Well, if you crushed me, good game, sir. If I crushed you, and wish you would have drew better. I don't know anything else to say. But thanks for playing. I appreciate the games. Well, this is exactly what we expected. And do we just kill one? We can't. We cannot kill one. We don't have the energy. I like this though. And we're going to crew off of this little fella. And then we're going to just keep getting in. Ooh, what is he doing? He milled himself? What do we got here? Adorned Pouncer. Ooh, wow. That's going to be brutal. So we'll attack, 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 attack. And, I mean, we've got a fairly decent clock on him here. Yeah, he can bring back the Adorned Pouncer. Those swing 8 apiece. So that would be 16 damage. He's about to put quite a bit on us here. However, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got a lot of damage coming back at him, though. I'm just not going to block. I'm just going to take this 8. How far are you tapping? Okay, so Adorned Pouncer. Where do we go with this? So let's look at this. We'll crew 1. And we're done there. We can leave this up and have this to cast. Do we need to move any goggles? I don't think so. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's so close. Okay, well, we're looking at 16, 7, 20, 24, 24 damage on crackback. I'm okay with that. So here's what we've got. We've got a Harness Lightning for nothing. So here's the play. I mean, I hope it works. This is the play. Now we have Aether Sphere Harvester and Harness Lightning with lifelink. There's an Ipnu. Authority, chart of course. Okay. Well, I mean, we're in a pretty good spot here, guys. Why not leave a couple Thopters back to block your clock doesn't change with the extra few points of damage? You're right, but this is also enough to block. Should be. Like, he's still dead. So the line I seen was this. We're going to shoot that thing, which will leave us with one. We're going to crew here, and we're going to say done. And now we're actually just going to block this thing, which is 8 points of damage. And I don't care about this this Aether Sphere because he's at 1. And we still don't take a lot of damage, and we're only at 12 life. So we're in a pretty good spot. I'll just play this because we can. And he cannot settle us. Is there anything he could do for 1 mana? I don't think so. Nope. So that's game 1. That's the main reason I didn't, because I knew that I could stop both of the double strikers. Okay, so we're going to bring back in the Scavenger Grounds. We're going to bring in the other Metallic Rebuke. I like that card. And then let's go with the River's Rebuke. So what are we getting rid of? 3 cards. Aether Sphere Harvester was actually really good there. I think it's favorable winds. So let's go with favorable winds and a Spire of Industry, because we brought in the other land here. So yeah, we're just dropping favorable winds. We do need the crooks. Oh, we need the crooks. Magma Spray is good, but like, do we even need it? Do we need crook? I mean, if he gets you rolling, we might need crook. I don't think we need crook. It's not a Scarab God deck. Nah, I'm not bringing in the negates. The only thing I'm actually worried about is that 1 card, the Ixalan's Binding. Everything else, I'm just not worried about. Like, last time we over-sideboarded against him, and after playing the deck twice, I don't really feel that it's that type of matchup, like, that we have to worry about it that much. Man, this seems like it would be a decent hand. I mean, we're on a good start. We do need another something. But because we have River's Rebuke, let's keep it. I think River's Rebuke will be amazing against his deck. There's a Metallic Mimic. That's pretty good for our turn 2. Don't know how much better we could have on turn 2. Especially it going to be his turn 3. It was a really good top deck. Now if we can get a artifact for turn 3, that'll work. We'll just play out our mountain here. Hey, thanks for the subscription. RJ LaRose, or I butcher everyone's name. So we just keep up the Metallic Rebuke here and pass the turn. Next turn we'll get Pia Nalar. The turn after that we'll be able to play Maverick Thopters and leave up. Okay, so I'm okay with this card. I would rather him have that on the board and me put 1/1s in front of it forever than him to be able to bring it back. So I'm just going to play the Spire. Yikes. Since we are playing with the Maverick Thopterist, or sorry, the River's Rebuke plan here, I am okay with whatever he plays. We can get it back up. So I'm just gonna run out some cards here. Don't want to run into a Fumigate, but if we do, we do. We know we brought him in. And we're just going to pass the turn. Pia as a 3/4 seems decent, right? Seems good. No. You can't call Thopter. Just for the record, Thopter is not a card. Whirler. Well, I wonder if he'll be sad when we play Thopterist. Do we swing with everything? I think so. If we don't swing with this Thopter, we can make... Ooh, we play Maverick Thopters, but they come in tapped, so we won't be able to cast the Metallic Rebuke off of it. I think we're going to just swing with the Pia here. And I'm going to play Maverick Thopterist anyway. Oh, he really did want to kill it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make 2 tapped artifacts. Still can't counter whatever he does next turn. If he fumigates, we're in some serious trouble. I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't want to fumigate. I really don't want to fumigate. I just really want to Metallic Rebuke and just counter this fumigate. Oh, it's that. Well, that was not a fumigate. I cannot counter that. That I cannot counter. Although I can swing on it. So this we can do. We will play Goggles. We'll equip Goggles. This is a lot of mana, but we are leaving up our counter spell here. He's just got another Adorn Pouncer in the sideboard. That costs less to equip than I thought. Yikes. Well, we still have the mana to play what we need to play. Alright, so we'll swing, and... Definitely going to be a hard fight. And depending on what he plays here, I assume he just brings back the Adorn Pouncer. I mean, he's got 3 cards in hand, though. He may play something. I really wish we could, like, just value some something out of him, but it looks like he's just going to be eternalizing. That'd be it. So he's going to make me deal with his eternalized creatures first. We did it once, we can do it again. I mean, Pia kills it. I'm okay with Pia dying here. Okay, so it is 2 to equip, 1 to play. That's where I messed up last time. So if he steps in front of this, then Pia will kill his Adorned Pouncer. And he's still got 3 cards in hand. Fumigate would be very bad for us. I know I am playing this super slow, super drawn out, but this is how we're going to play it. Gideon's Intervention. I'm going to counter that one. Another authority? Yikes. Alright. So we can't River's Rebuke and play the Thopters. I think we just play the Thopters. We're always going to yield to authority. Yield to authority, yield to authority. Hey, Pia's a real steampunk, okay? She wears all the goggles. Which one is this? That's that one. So we're going to say no. And then we're going to say yes. And yes. If you are playing with the goggles and stuff, make sure when you have multiple triggers you light those up so that you know which ones are moving where. Jeez, that's a lot for the... And we swing for 2. Yeah, getting in there. What do we got? I mean, he still hasn't done any damage to us. He's beating us on time, though. And Ixalan's binding. Okay. It seems like about as good a time as any for this, gentlemen. Or do we just keep playing for another moment or two? I mean, do we just keep letting him put stuff out? Or do we cast the River's Rebuke now? Get back a Maverick Thopterist? I think we're just going to wait another turn. We have 7. We can sack this Rumbling Up Ruins here if we want to. Angel of Sanctions. Okay. Well, we'll kill Angel. Now if he brings the Angel back next turn, this better not take my Thopter. Okay. Another Harness Lightning. So I'm actually going to wait for him to bring the the angel back. Now I won't be able to kill it this turn, but it doesn't really matter as the angel will be a token. Anointed procession, double angel all the way. All the way. Double angel. Hey, we're back in damage here. This River's Rebuke may be just ridiculous. This Thopters deck, it just keeps coming. Steampunk Thopters for the win. Double angel all the way. He is going to get some Thopters here. I'm going to kill one of them. So I'm going to wait for the cats on the River's Rebuke. Man, we just hit every Harness Lightning like 3 in a row right there. And we're going to do this too. So we're going to go red, red. We've got 7 mana. We can afford it. Yep. We'll do that. 2 points of damage. Hey, we had another land. I messed up. Messed up. I pressed the OK button before I could equip. So the whole plan was to equip this turn and then swing in. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. So we will equip. Equip. And we'll just pass. Man, that was a bad swing. That was a bad turn. We left a lot of damage on the battlefield there. Oh, if he's got a negate in hand, we're so blown out. Nope, it was just a land. Decoction module. Undo that. We only have 6 now. I spent 1 just a moment ago. Sorry, I thought we were at 8. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We're not going to be decoction moduling. He has no creatures. But if we give him Gideon's Intervention back, well, if he gets Gideon's Intervention back, he can't actually play it. He can't call Thopters. He can call Maverick Thopterist, but he can't call Thopters. Let's River's Rebuke. And we'll get our Thopters, and they don't come in tapped. He doesn't gain the additional life. I shouldn't have equipped that. We won't equip the other ones. And man, I left like, how many points have I left on the board? Somebody's going to go back and look at this and tell me how many points I left on the board, but I'll probably be doing it myself. But it's at least 4 points I left on the board after that last swing by not equipping, or at least he would have stepped in front of it with his angel. So maybe I didn't leave any points on the board, but man, it sure felt bad by not equipping those. 35. You got it, Sean. It was 35 points. I left 35 points on the board, guys. Sean went back. He DVR'd it. He went back. He counted it up. All right, there's that binding. And I guess he won't be casting the Gideon's intervention then. Okay, fella. You gotta show me something here. Got to show me something. So we've got not quite, yeah, lethal on the board, but we're close. Man, is he just gonna binding away a Thopter? Ouch. That hurts. I mean, when you got to just binding a Thopter. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and do this part because we know we want to do so. And we have enough mana that we can actually equip. We definitely want to get in for the damage this turn. And then we'll just cast the... No. I want to... There we go. Reverse engineer, refill our hand, get a little bit more gas here. We can't actually cast that. So, decoction module? I don't know if that's going to do us any good, but we'll just pass the turn. Now, he's got to remove these 3 flyers here. Partridge in a Pear Tree, Panharmonicon, Saheeli Ra, Angel of Invention. Anything, right? Like, Gideon's intervention will do nothing for him here. You cannot call Thopter. Had someone try that in Friday Night Magic. So it clearly says choose a card name. Thopter is a token. And he scooped it up. I think he realized he couldn't call Thopter. All right, so Dev, if you're watching, sir, great deck. I really, really liked it. 26 tickets for you to be able to get this thing online. And I don't know what the actual price is in the... no, I like the engineer. I like being able to cast it for 2 mana. But, you know, then again, we were at such a board state there, we could have cast that 7 mana spell that draws 7 cards. I mean, like, it just wouldn't have mattered right there. But I really do like that you can get stuck on 2 lands but get a couple of your artifacts out and still be able to cast Reverse Engineer. I really, really like Reverse Engineer, and the deck is not that built on energy. The deck is actually built on getting these flyers down. Inventor's Goggles, wow, wow. I mean, like, did you guys see Inventor's Goggles? I mean, come on. Inventor's Goggles, really? So I do want to say, Craig Wesco, thank you, because just before the Pro Tour, the night or two before the Pro Tour, he ran the very first one of these Artificer decks and went 5-0, and then from there we've all gotten these beautiful versions of it, like Dev has brought us here tonight. Now Dev's version is very, very different from most everyone else, as most people aren't playing the favorable winds, and this is the actual first time I have played an Inventor's Goggles deck that had the decoction modules already in it. So I really, really like the deck. I think that there's a couple things in the sideboard that could probably be played around with. River's Rebuke was really, really good for us. I really, really liked it in this deck. Don't know how I feel about the Sky Sovereign console flagship. I actually think that maybe just Glorybringer might be better, but I do like the Sky Sovereign as well, especially against, you know, board wipes and things like that. Maybe 3 Crooks is not where we want to be if we have, you know, a Scavenger Grounds as well. And one of the things that I kind of felt the deck might have needed would have been some way to draw more cards, like some nice artifact here in the sideboard that would have allowed the deck to draw cards. So thank you for watching, everyone. I really think the deck is really good. I really enjoyed it. We just played 3 rounds and we won all three. So we went 3-0 on camera, and man, just the deck felt great. I mean, it just really seemed to have an answer for almost everything. So other than that, I don't really have much else to say about it. Granted, I do want to let everyone that came in a little bit late know that we did upgrade it. We did throw those Spire Bluff Canals in there. They were handy. I did like having Spire Bluff Canal. We did throw in one extra Spire of Industry. And we had a Ramunap Ruins. Now, if you look at Craig Wesco's list, he ran 4 Ramunap Ruins, so you might really want to think about that Ramunap Ruins. May even be worth it to throw that Scavenger Grounds in the main board if you're going to do the Ramunap Ruins plan. I don't know. You play with it, have some fun with it, just like we have. So, with that, I'll go ahead and say it. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun. We'll see you next time here on the sideboard.